from 2014. An impudent journalist keen to inflate claims by terrorists that detaining any of them is a crime against Islam was smacked down by Mr Abbott, who took the microphone from a policeman who'd been given the question. Abbott reminded the journalist of Churchill circa 1926, "I refuse to be impartial between the fire brigade and the fire." Mr. Abbott continued to remind the journalist of the true situation. 2 minutes from ignominious beginnings to glorious end. And the truth is that brilliant, hard-working people are working overtime to make sure that terrorists don't follow through their plans. They do a great job, and we are lucky to have them. It must be confusing to journalists as Obama launches a war that could take decades to finish. Obama has failed to support friends or engage responsibly or with much thought on foreign affairs. Some academics who speak for Islamic peoples and advise their leaders feel that terrorists are Islamic. Meanwhile, an Islamic leader is heard making a terrorist bomb threat. The bad nightmare of Scotland leaving the Union is not completely over. Having promised too much, the Scottish First Minister is resigning, but there are street riots among those confused by the lies given in support of separation. Meanwhile, Bob Ellis, who has a perfect record of not calling an election correctly, continues with Scotland. Ellis is a highly respected ALP member and dumb drunk. It is a salient reminder when 8 members of a team trying to raise Ebola awareness have been killed by local villagers, tired of being told what to do. People resent socialist tendencies to big government overriding personal freedoms. Al Gore's microphone failed while invoking God. Even he dislikes socialists overplaying regulation. Lambie abuses an image of a dead woman by tweeting a generic burqa image of a policeman with gun and claiming all such women are oppressed. Only the policewoman was murdered in '08 and not oppressed by the dumb uniform, but by the Taliban who killed her for being an employed woman. Lambie found an iconic woman she should have supported but instead cheaply disparaged her. It highlights yet again that a constitutional apartheid involving Australian Aboriginals is not a good idea. Meanwhile, institutionalized corruption involving the ALP and unions must be opposed. We cannot accept protection rackets in public service or private practice.